Alright, today we're going to be going over 5 things I hate about my pickup. Again, it's a 2011 GMC Sierra with the 5.3 Vortec. Okay, first of all, first thing I hate is probably the rear suspension on this truck. I mean, it comes with the 2 leafs right here and then the overload and then the bottom overload, but I added the add-a-leaf kit on this truck. And that really helps it out because with just a small amount of weight in the bed, it would drop quite a bit. And I have a leveling kit on the front, so it'd sit pretty nose high. So with the leaf, it doesn't drop really much at all, even with a shit ton of weight in the bed. Okay, second thing I don't like would probably be the rear axle ratio on this truck. I mean, for this truck, it's a 342, and that's the best you can get for the half-ton trucks. But I mean, pulling a trailer like I do, probably max the truck out, which would be 9,600 pounds. It doesn't really know when to shift very well going up a hill. It drops a few gears, revs pretty high, and then just got to keep alternating between gears. And okay, third thing I don't like about this truck probably be the front suspension. Again, I have 167,000 miles on this truck, and the front suspension it's soft and smooth and all, but after this amount of miles, it creaks a lot, and it rides pretty rough now. And yeah, okay, so fourth thing I don't like would be probably the active fuel management on this truck. I've had some issues with lifter noise and stuff. I mean, it ticks a lot sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So what I had to do was I had to switch from 530, which is called the DX's oil 530, which this truck calls for. So I switched to Mobil 1 1030, and that, believe it or not, quieted up quite a bit, especially when the engine's cold. But yeah, it runs a lot smoother now with a little bit thicker oil on when it's cold. I mean, 30 weight, the last number 30 is still the same weight at when it's hot, but it doesn't tick when it's hot usually. But and yeah, so, and the fifth thing I don't like, what'd be the fifth thing? There's only really 4 things I don't like about this truck. But the fifth thing I don't like is that it's the 5.3 and not the 6.2. I mean, the 5.3, I mean, it's been around a little bit longer than the 6.2, I think, but the 5.3 doesn't have enough power really. The 5.3 this truck only has 320 horsepower, and that's not enough. But no, this is a really good truck, and I got it with 70,000 miles on it, and now it's got 167. So I've driven it a lot. The only real issues I've had with the truck is all 3 of my catalytic converters went on. It's like, yeah, it has 2 catalytic converters on each bank, and one that connects in the middle right before it goes to the muffler. And all 3 of those failed, and I had to get new ones. But I mean, whatever. Oh, and okay, the fifth thing I actually wanted to talk about that I don't like is the engine light code came up, and it still comes up all the time. I don't know what it is, but it's P219A, and that is fuel ratio imbalance cylinder bank 1. I've had that diagnosed many times, and no one can figure out what it is. They say it's bad O2 sensors, bad catalytic converters, bad mass airflow sensor, and they said it's leaking fuel injectors. And honestly, I've had all that looked at. It's none of those. The catalytic converters do need to be replaced, but that wasn't the same code. So I'm honestly just driving it. I mean, the code goes on and off, comes on and goes off like every few key cycles, so it doesn't really bother me. The truck runs good. It still holds its weight. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I love the truck. I'm gonna be keeping it till literally run the wheels off this thing. But yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.